Recently, I made a video. It was posted on my channel Talk4712 named Speak Flawless English. And subsequently after that, I posted a community post that tell me what are your problems that you're facing while speaking, and I'm going to make a video on that. And I got sufficient amount of requests, and few of them I'm going to discuss over here. The top comment over here is basically saying that it is a general continuity problem. At a certain phase of time, I used to become blank, could not utter a single word. Now, I've already made a video on continuity. Now, people who are following the videos of this channel very regularly, they know that I've made a video on how to maintain continuity while speaking, right? And over there, basically what I've said is that there's no point in time where your mind becomes blank of thoughts, right? Your mind is always having some thought or the other. Matter of fact, most of the time it is a problem to control those thoughts. But the problem must be lying of your thoughts turning into words. Also, I've said over there that maybe the topic in which you're talking, the knowledge in that topic is insufficient. In that case, you'll be underconfident, and in that case, you might go blank at some point or the other while speaking, right? Other things also I've discussed about that. So if you're having that problem, that how to maintain continuity while speaking, or at some point while you're speaking, you're just going blank, then you should follow that video. The second question is also very, very interesting. Bro, when I speak in English, at some point of time, I am unable to get the proper word which makes the situation. Please help me with that. So basically, this person name is Rajput Rishabh. By the way, I'm also going to do a community post similarly like this on this channel, Ashish Ranjan, also asking you guys on what topic you specifically want me to talk about, because I might be having some problem right now while speaking, and everyone is growing only. I'm also growing in the field of speaking, but I might have forgotten exactly what problems I used to face 2 years back, right? That is the problem that you're facing right now. So if you tell me that problem exactly, you can put it down in the comment section also. I can talk exactly on that topic. Okay, now let us talk about this question, that this person is basically saying that he is lacking of words. Basically, you know the thoughts. So we are come to conclusion that yes, there's no point when there's no thought in our head. Let us say we are having sufficient knowledge as well. But still, sometimes we want to express something which is in our mind, but we cannot turn into words because we are lacking of words. The dictionary that we are having in our head, which is the English dictionary that is memorized by our head, which can be used or applied when I speak in sentences, is limited, and it is far less, it is having far lesser words and compared to the native tongue language that we are having, right? That might be a problem. So you are not able to express. Now this is the solution for that problem. You need to listen more and more English. Listen to good speaker talking more and more. You can listen to podcasts. A lot of people even say that you should be reading a lot of books. Now that is a common prescription by a lot of people, that read a lot of books, or some people might even say that read a lot of newspaper. But we all know that that does not work. Now here's the thing, reading will help you in writing, and listening will help you in speaking. This is the thing that most people do not understand, that you might be knowing that too. I know a lot of you guys would have even scored a very good marks in your 10th board or 12th board when it comes to English. You might be a very good scorer. You might be very good in English grammar. But where the problem comes is when you have to speak out, when you have to produce those vocal sounds, which is going to turn your thoughts into words or sentences that other people can listen. There are a lot of problems to that. One is the panic that comes with so many people looking at you. But the other thing is that you are having problem of fabricating sentences. You are having problem of combining those words in a perfect manner, in an artistic manner that is going to be understandable by most people. Now here's another thing about words. It does not mean that you have to use very difficult words straight out of the dictionary. That is the thing that a lot of people say, oh, you're not having proper amount of words in your head. You want to increase your vocabulary. Go and read a lot of books. And very good authors will be using so many good words. And what you will need while reading those books is that going through the dictionary, every next 2 lines, you are going to find a word that you have never heard of, that you can never figure out what that actually means. And then what you're going to do is go through the dictionary and then memorize it basically, right? And then you'll try to apply. That is what is the common advice given by most people if you want to improve your vocabulary. But that does not work because it is not practically possible. and it becomes very difficult. For example, if you found a word which you read somewhere and then you want to turn it into your own while you speak, you might be needing it to use to at least like 50 to 100 times until you become pro at that. But it is the learning curve is much shorter when it comes to listening, because we already know that the best way to learn something is through video, where there is both visual and audio, because you're listening to my words and you're also seeing my expression. That is the best way. The second best way would be audio alone, because you are getting the tone, how I am saying. So that changes a lot of things. Because why do we use smileys while texting? It is because we cannot transmit our expression in words when we are just writing, right? That is where the birth of smileys came from, right? Because we want to translate our thoughts or our feelings also, okay? So writing is a good way of learning, but listening would be better. Video will be even better, but it does not come into the picture when you're learning to speak better. When you're learning to speak better, audio is the best form. And that is why I say you should listen to more and more English. Where do I listen to? Podcast is the best way. Here's why. And it is personally one of the best things that helped me out. I used to listen to I've listened to thousands of podcasts when I was in college, when I was undergraduate. I was not knowing what I was doing, because I thought that I'm just doing this because it is interesting. I'm gaining a lot of knowledge. But what it was actually doing was helping me to become better in spoken English. Why? Because podcasts, if you do not know, are conversations. 2 or 3 or more than that, people are having conversations where they are expressing their thoughts. The words are going back and forth. Ultimately, most of you guys, what do you want to do with a good spoken English? You want to have conversations, no? Whether it is interview, you want to express yourself. Whether it is GD, you want to have a debate kind of situation. Whatever it is, or you just want to have a conversation. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you want to make a deal. And that should be in proper, fluent, solid English. There, whatever we are doing, those are all conversations, and you're listening to podcasts where all that is going on over there are conversations. You're seeing how people are fabricating words, and you're seeing how other people are replying to that. So your brain, even unknowingly or even subconsciously, understand that these words are to be attached like this to share this kind of feeling. That is very, very powerful. So I already told you the power of audio. Now add the power of audio with conversation, and that is going in your head. So the learning is way faster like that, and it is much easier to apply it when you're speaking. Yes, you'll need a couple of times to use a particular word into a sentence. Every now and then you are going to try, you are going to fail. Like 2 or 3 times, you're done with it. You are going to be fluent with it. Obviously, I've talked about this, that you have to speak out on a daily basis, at least 20 minutes. That is my suggestion. At least 20 minutes you speak out any thought that you're having. A lot of people were also asking in that video, Speak Flawless English, that what should we speak about? I missed that out, but I've made 2 more videos in which I've clarified that. You basically speak about either of the 2-3 things that I'm saying right now. One, whatever happened throughout the day. You do that speaking routine at night, and whatever happened throughout the day, you just try to explain it. That is another ability that you want to develop, explaining ability, whatever is going in your head, right? So you do that at the end of the day, and that also acts like diary entry, right? Diary entry is writing. This would be your verbal, and it is shorter and it can be saved properly. It is I still have a lot of audio files of me back 3, 4, 5 years back, and I can just go and listen to it, and I can actually go through like what were my thoughts. That is also like a diary entry, but the main purpose is that you record it, and then you listen to it, and then you exactly understand how you sound. It is very different, because you right now, whatever I'm saying right now, for example, I'm listening to the vibrations inside, but you are listening to the vibration in the air, what is getting into your ears. Both are not the same, right? So it is very important for you to understand how you sound to the others, and you are the best judge how you want to be sounded, right? So you listen to it, and then you become better at speaking. But what do you listen to, and how do you speak? That improves when you listen to others who are already good at spoken English. They are speaking, and then you are understanding how they are transforming their thoughts into words, and then you understand, you replicate that, you become better at that. This is the whole process. You listen to other people and then you practice on your own. Both are extremely important. And if you do both of them, there's no doubt that you'll increase in an exponential manner. I've seen people, I took somewhere around 6 years to reach this level. But I've seen people to reach very good level in a very short period of time, just like 2 months, 3 months, because I did a lot of hit and trial. And like I said, I was not even serious most of the time. I just found it by accident that these are the methods. You need to listen, you need to speak out. Initially, why I was speaking out was basically because I wanted to do like a diary entry. And I started with just typing things down like a diary entry. But then I thought, this is boring. I can just speak out. And that over time helped me a lot, right? So you listen to more and more information in that language in which you want to become pro, and you understand how words can be turned into sentences. That is how you gain more information of words. And that is how, if you keep on doing it, I'm never going out of words while I'm speaking, right? Because I've listened to so much. I know how to express what particular thought in what words. Also, I have a lot of experience in doing that. If you do both of them, definitely you can achieve too. It's not something like mother tongue, or it is not something that I'm born with. Nobody is born with any voice, right? We all learn any language, right? Whether it is Hindi, English, Marathi, whatever it is. But the thing is, the more you practice, the more you learn. Other than that, I would also like to mention over here, learning new words does not mean, I talked about this before, but I want to re-emphasize on it, that it does not mean that you are going to learn very difficult word. Most of the simplest word is most easy for other people to understand, right? That is why whatever I speak in English, most people are able to understand well, because my words are simple. Name one word that is difficult that I spoke throughout the last 12 minutes. There would not be any, because I'm using simple words, and it is better to have like 2 swords back and know how to use both of those swords, than to have like 10 swords down my sleeves and then I do not know properly how to use like even 5 of them. Okay, so keep it simple, keep it clean, and improve with that. Practice more and more. So that's about it. I hope everything is clear. If you have any more questions about how to improve your spoken English, how to improve your personality in general, put it down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to just talk about it. As you can see, this whole conversation was uninterrupted, unedited. I just start speaking. That is also very, very important, because I want to showcase to you what you can develop. No editing is required over here. This is pure spoken English. I don't even need background music. Maybe the background music can start right now, so that you get an effect that the video is going to end. But other than that, if you are looking for good podcast, I myself I'm making 4 different podcasts. Momentum podcast, which is sometimes in English, sometimes in Hindi. Talk and Fire podcast is always in English. The Spacecast podcast going on over here is always in English, and the vlogs, which is also a form of podcast, that is also in this channel, is always in English. Also, Talks podcast on my martial arts channel is also in English. So these are good English content by a person who you are very familiar with. Why not listen to those podcasts? If you're listening to all of them, you're getting a podcast every day, right? If you choose one, like for example, you're not interested in space technology, then you can listen to others, right? I think Talk and Fire podcast everyone would be interested in, because that is a kind of podcast in general direction. All right, I'm going to end this video over here. I'll see all of you in the next one. Till then, bye. All the links will be down in the description box. See you next time.